Hey, Daniil Lanier here, and I've got the Tac Life Garden hose reel. So we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up, get it assembled, mounted on the wall, and check out all the cool features about it. But this is the Tac Life Garden hose reel. So let's go ahead, let's unbox it and get it going. Excited. All right. First, we just got the mounting plate. So this is just a mounting plate that you're gonna mount to either your wall or a post or something like that. Then it's got your hardware. So it's got hardware in here. The only thing that the hardware doesn't have is a drill. So if you need a drill, you're gonna need a drill to go ahead and mount this. It doesn't come with a drill bit for that. Then you got your instructions and your warranty card. All right, so let's check, we got that. So then let's get the big guy out. All right, so this is the hose assembly. As you can see, it's all self-contained. So it's one self-contained unit that you're gonna mount, and then it's got 65 feet of hose. So there's 65 feet of hose here. And I wanna say there's about, maybe 5 feet of hose here. So a nice good length of hose coming off to attach to your spigot as well. So this is it. This is everything that's in here. Then you've got a nozzle. So it comes with a spray nozzle, so you're good to go. And then this is gonna be your shaft that locks down your mounting bracket. And as you can see, this allows some swivel action. So you can actually swivel and pivot this. And you guys will see that once we get it locked in. And that's gonna go in just like that. It's gonna lock down, so that's gonna allow this to pivot. What the other thing that this does is it allows you to remove this, so it's easy removal. So if you're in a state that has freezes, so in the winter, you wanna take your hose from outside and put it inside, all you gotta do is pull this out and then you can take this whole thing and put it inside. So pretty easy there. So that's it. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got this thing ready to go, and let's make it happen. All right, let's get it mounted. So as you can see, I've already got a hose reel here that I'm gonna uninstall, and then I'm gonna install the new hose reel. I'm gonna utilize the existing hose that I have, or at least one of them, for the mounting bracket, and which is gonna save just a little bit of time, but it also gives me just one reference that I can use, a reference hole to kind of get me started on, okay? So we're just gonna take this down. I just gotta loosen up these screws right here, unhook the hose, and that's it. And then we're getting started on installing the new hose reel. Let's go. All right, so I've already got the hose disconnected. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and just loosen these guys just a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna loosen those up. I'm just gonna pop one side out, the other side out. That's it. All right, so now we got our blank slate to work on, and we can utilize these. And one thing you are gonna wanna do, this hole that I'm not using, you're gonna wanna take some stucco, put a little stucco in there, and patch that up. You don't wanna leave that exposed out here with a hole going through. So at some point, you definitely wanna get a little stucco patch, stucco that up. Now this one, we're gonna use this. Now, when they originally did this, they did it very similar to the setup that comes with the garden hose reel. So we got some anchors. So there's an anchor in there, and then you've got, these are bolts. So these are like just regular screws that you have here, just regular screws. I'm actually gonna use for this project some self-tapping concrete screws, which are rated for 600 pounds, so that'll be plenty for this. So let me go grab those and we'll get down to business. All right, so I'm gonna use this existing hole right here as the start. So this is gonna be my top left corner, and then I'm gonna mark the other holes right around that one using the bracket as kind of like my template to drill. So I'm gonna get this in place and kind of put it in the same location. So I'm just gonna put it right here. I'm lining this hole up with the one that's already existing. Then I'm gonna get this guy level. All right there, that's perfect. To start my holes. To do that, I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna put it back in there. I'm gonna use that to hold me up. Use that. Make sure we're still level. And we're not. Come on. Perfect, looks good. All right, let's get to drilling. All right, so I got all the screws in place and we're still level, so looking good. Now I'm just gonna tighten these guys up and we are good to go. Okay, so we got everything mounted. Had a couple of challenges, a little bit more torque than I thought not using the anchors, but we got everything on there, everything is good to go. So now we're just gonna go ahead and mount the hose, the reel itself. So I'm just gonna take it, line it up. This might be easier to do with two people. Somebody can take the weight off. Gotta be a little patient with one. Can be done. There we go. All right, we're in. So just a little patience there, just lining that up. But like I said, two people, somebody take the weight off of it, it'll be fine. Get it in there. Now it does have a little pin that you can lock it down. So you can just go ahead and add that push pin in there. In the bottom down here is a little hole for that if you want to keep it locked so you can't pull it out. You don't really have to do it if you don't want to, especially if you're in a climate that in the winter you're gonna take it and take it off. All right, so there you have it. You got the Tack Life garden hose. It's pretty awesome, pretty quick assembly, nice, smooth, sleek design. You just got to mount it to your wall, mount it to a post, comes with the mounting hardware, or you can use some other hardware that you have. It's got a nice pull pin, so if you're in a climate that you need to pull this out for winter so it doesn't freeze, you've got that capability. So I really like this. Didn't take that long to put together, and use, you saw ease of use, in and out retraction, very simple. Very easy, makes you retracting your hose so you don't have to worry about all that winding. The hose I had before, I had to wind it myself, so I had to do all that myself. So this guy, you don't have to do any of that. It's just really nice, compact design, Tack Life garden hose. This is Daniil Lanier. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna go get a towel because it's hot out here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Check out all the other cool things I have. This is Daniil Lanier. I'm out.